So the new year kicks off pretty active. I was just mixing a bit of slurry there this morning. These agitators, I hate them. They're a painful thing to put on. But anyway, we got on after one of the drop arms was seized, and I had to heat that and free that out and all them kind of things. So you'll have that anyway, especially this time of the year when there's stuff sitting in the shed for a while. But I'm just on my way home now. What I have to do is go back and transfer the slurry from one tank to another. So I'll put the pump and the reeler on the 7550 and I'll head off at that. So yesterday I finished off a bit of pumping. Thankfully I didn't drive along the road with the hose dragging, but anyway, that just unravelled a bit last night while she was parked. Finished off my pumping, left the loader on, which is a bit unique, but anyway, you don't see too many lads with front reelers and front loaders on. Also, once we had that finished, we went down here. We were doing a bit of splitting a bit of timber with our Fint. It's on the log splitter there, and it actually works its way pretty good. I thought it might be a bit weak for it, but no, surprisingly not. It worked away perfectly. So yeah, that was that. There was a bit of wood splitting going on here yesterday. Now I'm going up and I'm going taking the hitch cover off of our CVX 175. I'm getting that tractor ready, pull it in and remove the brakes. If I could use swear words I would, but I'm not going to. I hate taking off this thing. I hate putting it on and off. Basically it has a sort of an A-frame setup, but I think what our biggest problem is, I have a funny feeling these were cut before maybe the Sousa tractor with a shorter linkage or something. Oh, it's very annoying you have to take it on and off. Very, very annoying. It takes a lot of fooling around to get it just positioned properly. So I'll have to do that. I'll be up and down with lifts and pushing the hitch cover down and all them kind of things. And I'll get that off. Right, so that's that. I have the hitch cover removed. What a job, lads. Oh. And to make matters worse, it's pouring rain, and I hate rain. It really, it irks me. It really annoys me. Blowing cold rain this time of the year, it just drives me round the bend. It's one of my biggest annoyances of everything. Rain. Oh, it annoys me. Couldn't just stay dry for another half an hour till I finish this job. So I'll have to wait for it to dry off, and I'll wheel out the power washer and get her all washed up and ready to go. Won't get her into the shed today, but once I've my blower motor fitted to the TS, that'll come out. And then they're going for registration Thursday, so I've enough to do this week now. Busy, plenty to do. So get this washed up, ready to go into the shed. Right, so a lot going on here this morning. We're just getting stuck into a bit of fabrication. It's been a while now since I've done anything, so I'm a bit rusty. So if there's errors made, lads, please excuse me. But anyway, basically, we sort of discussed it already. You have to make up a bit of a frame here for our dribble bar. I also have a pickup hitch to fit in the tractor. That's why the two of them are here. But so I'm starting into that now. So basically, I'm cutting all our angles here and stuff first, and I'll tack it all together and then go down and see, is that right and will that work? And we'll take it from there. So I'm putting two 22.5s to get a nice 45 or a 90 degree there on the that's last words on the frame. You know, it just looks a small bit better than a straight 45. So obviously our piece there up in the bandsaw will be another 22.5, and then that will make a full 90 degree bend. So I'm here cutting a bit of stuff. I need to flip that over now again and cut another bit of an angle the same size as that, and then I'll have my two angles for my top piece. My bottom piece I'm going to have to do with a bit of channel iron. I'll show you the reason for that. I could do it with a bit of box, but a bit of channel will work better, I think. So like I said, I'll show you the reasoning behind that once we get to it. And that's pretty much it. Drill some holes in it, both to the back of the dribble bar. Maybe you can tell me, how long do you be waiting to get stuff galvanized? Because I'd like to send it off to be galvanized, but obviously I need the dribble bar in 2 weeks time, so maybe time might not allow. It's my own fault for leaving it this late, but anyway, what can you do? So like I said, I'll get stuck in here now, cut more angles on this, and we'll see how we go on. Well, I guess I still have my eye in because I cut these pretty much identical, so not too bad. Now, like I said, one of these will go here, and then a long piece will go down here, and we will be right. So I need to, this is throwing my measurements out of kilter a small bit, because I need to measure to the end there now. So I need to factor that into it as well, which is going to take a bit of thinking, but I'll lay it all out on the ground over there now, and I'll be able to think about it a bit better. So as you can see, we have our 90 here now. This is what I was trying to explain, but I suppose maybe I wasn't explaining it correctly. But anyway, by adding in, we have basically 4 angles of 22.5 degrees, so that's making up 90. So I need to measure from here now. If I had just done 245 degrees, I would have been just able to measure from there. But obviously we have this piece added in now. The long side of him is 150 mil, so I can add that in, but just making double sure on all my measurements. So like I said, measure from there down to here. I know it has to be a certain measurement, and that's what I'm going to do now, is measure that, and then I'll cut this guy straight, and that will be one side of it completed. So here is our angles on our saw. As you can see, I can pivot the head of the saw to change the angle of it. They're a brilliant tool. I'd say we have this maybe 4 or 5 years now. At that time, every year I kind of bought something for the workshop every year, and this was one big purchase, but a brilliant tool. And that time we were making a lot more stuff than we are now. You know, bail handlers and grabs and all that kind of thing. So it was vital in those times. You know, we used to be trying to cut everything with a angle grinder. Even our first couple of trailers, everything was cut with a grinder. But this changed it, and it allows you to do fancier things like this that aren't really possible with an angle grinder unless you're very good at cutting angles with it. So yeah, basically all I do is this strut holds it here. Put the saw going. It has coolant running through here to keep the blade cool and lubricate the blade, because there's also some oil inside in that. Basically you put in a bit of oil and water, goes down there into a recirculation tank. These are all bits that have been cut off of other projects. Clean that out every now and again and throw it into the scrap. But that's all we'll cut down through that. It won't take it very long at all. This part takes it the longest, because obviously it has a lot of material and the same at the bottom, but literally once this part of the blade is down in through here, it'll like a knife through butter. That blade probably is due to be changed now. It's only our second ever blade I've put in the saw, and I think that's a fine tooth one, so nicer cut but a bit slower. But you'll see here now in a second, she's down through that, and now she's morphing. Takes no time at all. They're just a brilliant tool, and essential for anyone going building a workshop, I would say. So this measurement from here to here should be 100 centimeters. So we'll check that. Hold the camera. I only do all these with an iPhone as well. I don't have any professional filming gear, so that's kind of why the footage don't be the best at times. But it's gonna hold. Oh, unlucky. Just get it to the latch on. I'd say we're not bad though. This last bit here is beating me. Funny we can do such things. A small little problem didn't beat you, doesn't it? No, swap tens. Maybe we'll be a bit better this time. I might have to drop the camera to do this, lads. But we're nearly there. As you can see, we're pretty much on the 100 bang on. We actually are 100 bang on, so that's a good result. Now I need to cut this lad straight and cut another angle piece for down there. So I have the basic layout of the top part of the frame here on the ground. I've measured out. I'm going to put a few tacks on it now and measure everything again to make sure everything is staying square and level and all of that. So I have the welder ready to go. Once I have my few tacks done and everything organised, we'll do a bit of footage of the whole welding and talk you through the welder as well. So here is our welder. It's a Jasic, I think it's about 280 amp or something like that. Does it say it on it? I don't think it does. How many amps will it go up to? It doesn't tell us. It must be about 300 amp. So we'll set him back there, turn up our wire speed a small bit. We have a hole to fill here now, so around there is kind of maximum where we'll be working anyway, but this is quite heavy steel, so we can weld away on that. But I'd be by no means a professional welder. I'm able to do enough to get by, really, is about it. So anyway, I'll keep going here. I might try and stick the camera up in the front of the tractor there or something, and you can see the welding going on. So I have the basics of the bottom frame now. I said to you we were going to do that with a bit of channel iron because obviously I'm going to have to drill through the box to mount the box, but it'll just make it a bit easier for drilling on the bottom. And also we're stepped in a small bit, so unless I had got a smaller box iron, it'd look a bit ridiculous. It'd look like it was totally off, even though you'll never ever see it because it's going to be totally covered by the dribble bar. So what I'll do now is I'm going to weld some support brackets on here and on here, and that'll be us. That'll be this job finished. So I had some scrap 4x2 box there, just a small little bit of it, or 100 by 50. And that's after putting in lovely corner supports made there now. I might put 2 more, I'll see, but that's plenty of strong enough. It'll just look, add a bit of finesse to it. If it was done on the inside, I'll see what it looks like when I stand it up. I'm going to flip it over now and weld the other side of it. And that's the steel work completed. It just needs to be drilled now, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get stuck into other jobs I have to do for the evening and try and complete this video as well, which we will publish tonight. So as you can see, I have a new blower fitted there. Jesus, I haven't a new blower fitted. I'm waiting for the blower. The blower was supposed to be in today, but it never materialized. So this tractor is actually going for its registration, like I've already said, tomorrow. So I need to stick the roof back on it, because obviously I can't take it to town with the roof missing. So I had the resistor anyway. I fitted the new resistor. I think the old one was done. So they're cheap. They're on like 7 or 8 euro. So I fitted a new one of them, and away we will go. I'll just put back on my roof panel now, and that'll probably be it for me for this evening. So I have the roof refitted on this now, because like I say, I has to shoot out in the morning first thing and get this registration done. And I think I'll call it a night. I don't think I'm going to go putting on pickup hitches tonight. Maybe first thing in the morning, might get stuck into them. Need to put this video together and get this published. So not a bad day's work. I suppose we got the frame done with a couple of jobs to do with the van. We got them done. We went and got some steel for that, and we got parts and various other things. Got a good bit done today. I like productive days when there's a good bit done. So that's pretty much it from me for this midweek video. If it's your first time visiting the channel, give a look back through our older content. I'm sure you'll find some very interesting stuff. Please give the videos a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and every time we publish a video, you will be notified about it. So thank you very much for your comments on the last video. Let me know what you think about this one, and we will talk to you all later.